our feature act this evening. We got Kameron Johnson coming to the stage.
Springfield, what's going on? How's everybody doing? Good. You're out on Saturday night, getting crazy. All right. There's a lot of people that are sitting at home right now arguing because somebody watched the next episode of You. So good for you for being out here. I had a very weird week. My daughter is in second grade. She's been learning about bullying. And she called me the other day and she was like, "Hey, I have a question for you. Have you ever been fat shamed?" Not until now, you little dick. I paid her phone bill. I made that happen to me. Angry Birds and hurting my self-esteem are all that phone's good for now, so that's good to know. I take glasses off to explain. Man, I have gained weight and I don't like being called fat because I'm fat. So I came with a new term for it. It's called girthy American. Turns out sometimes when you tell people you're girthy, they think of something different. And if you're not specific, you will disappoint a Chili's waitress on Tuesday. And then she will say some things to hurt your feelings. It's not even worth going back to get my free chips and salsa. I do this. My friends come to shows like, "Dude, when you're on stage, you need to move around more, be more energetic." People love that. I don't know how me being sweating out of breath is going to make this shit any better. I don't think anybody's out there thinking, "Hope he gets winded." I almost turned this gig down to just step up. I didn't sign up for cardio. I was like, I'm not doing it. I need a ramp. I have some friends that lift weights. You know, like bodybuilders, like, "Dude, you need to come to the gym with me. We need to start doing something about this. It's going to start affecting your health." And I'm like, I don't know what they're talking about. I'm at my fighting weight. I'm fighting diabetes. It's going good too. I still got both my feet. So some of you didn't think that was funny. Maybe you know somebody who lost a foot. And I get it. There's a lot they won't stand for. You know, last night I'll go deeper. I'm getting paid in chicken fingers. You can't hurt me, okay? My girlfriend likes to work out. She does like CrossFit and spinning classes and all that. And she's always trying to get me to work out with her. And finally I caved and like, okay, I'm going to work out. A way to break up with her. Listen, I got a personality. I don't have to be skinny. That's the rules. Okay? Last night that joke gave me a laugh. I was like, "Oh, you guys are a bunch of skinny bitches. All right." Over here mad about your kale chips. I can't help you. My girlfriend wants me to run. The other day she goes from like running clothes. She's like, "You know what I decided? I'm gonna run a marathon." I was like, "That is badass. You should run a marathon." And she was like, "What do you want to run?" A strip club. Yeah, we're building vision boards. Let's put that on mine. I'll cover it later. We live in a weird time. There's a guy on my Facebook named Kyle that posted yesterday that he is not afraid to lick a girl's butthole the first date. And then immediately after that posted that he's not going to answer a phone number he doesn't recognize. That's a weird set of priorities. You shouldn't answer buttholes you don't recognize. I think that's the... You're going to end up a pink eye. Or like, at most, messed up taste buds. Sending stuff back on. It tastes weird. Like, that's because of your diet. A girl not too long ago posted, she's like, I don't know I can't find a good man. All three of my baby daddies ain't shit. All three. The comments are the most amazing part. The comments like, "Girl, you got this. Girl, you're a queen. Girl, you'll find a man that deserves you." If you had a friend wreck 3 cars in 3 years, you're not going to be like, "Girl, you're the best driver I know. Girl, you should drive for NASCAR." You're like, bitch, you need to walk. Also, get on top. You can't get pregnant. It's gravity. That's a joke. Don't do that. You'll end up with a baby. This is not a TED Talk. This is so weird. Not doing that. We live in a cool time right now. Right now is one of the only times in history where you're encouraged to be who you want to be. If you're gay, be gay. If you're black and you're proud heritage, rock that shit like a boss. If you're a young, straight, white guy, shut the fuck up and be sorry for history. We are tired of your shit, cracker. I can say that word. I have white friends. I asked them. They said I could use it. So that's how dumb that shit sounds. Oh. I'm on board with almost all of it. And before I say this next part, I want you guys to understand I'm completely pro-women. I think women deserve everything a man gets. The same consideration, respect, pay. I think you deserve more in pay because you do a lot of stuff that I like and I'm willing to pay extra. Take that 30 cents out of my check. I don't give a shit. Now, that being said, there is a small segment of feminists who are ruining for feminism. Like the ones that just say insane shit that has no basis in reality. I had a woman come after a show, she's like, you know what? I didn't like your jokes. Did you know 1 in 3 men are predators? First of all, I'd like to have the heat vision. People laughing? Fucking nerds. They've got laminated Comic-Con tickets. I'm just putting that out there. 1 in 3 men are predators. That's insane. You know what that means? That means you, me, Wallace is a predator. And I know what you guys are thinking. It's probably the guy who goes to Newtown every week, has a little bit of hold her down weight in this beard. You'd be wrong. It's that guy. Watch Law and Order. I'm just kidding. You seem sweet. That's not fair. Like you were crushing over here. This is a 4-to-1 ratio. Jesus Christ. He's the other kind of girthy. Yeah. Oh shit. Another big feminist thing on the feminist agenda that I don't agree with is women want the right to show their nipples. I don't think that's a feminist issue. It's not dudes stopping that. Ladies, you want to fight for your rights tonight. Do you know who's stopping that? Ugly nipple bitches. That's who's stopping that. One's not like a silver dollar and a winky eye. They're the ones messing up the ten ones. Not me. So I'm divorced. You guys probably guessed.
I've heard it a million times.
My ex-wife told me she wanted divorce through an email, so it took me 4 minutes to realize the life we built together wasn't worth it to her anymore. And it took me 45 minutes to correct all the grammar and spelling errors and send it back. I was like, you're right, it's not going to work. Also, work doesn't have an E. And I don't know why the whole email didn't have 1 period. Because anytime I wanted sex, she had no problem finding a period out of nowhere. Like 13 in 1 month, it seems like a record. Or she's bleeding to death, I didn't really listen. I did figure out something towards the end of my marriage I didn't know. I like my wife like I like my coffee. Not fucking some dude named Russell. I go to Starbucks, like, how'd you like your coffee? That Russell's dick in it, please. Most of the time they get it right, so. You guys been to that Starbucks too? Okay, good. Good deal. There were signs it wasn't going to go well. We eloped. We ran up to Miami, Oklahoma. Don't mean to brag. Got married. And on the way back, I called my grandma. I was like, Grandma, guess what? Me and Megan tied the knot. And she's like, is Megan that little brunette girl? And I was like, yeah, if you tied the knot, you should tighten it up and step off the chair. That joke's called Grandma Keeps It Real. That's what I found out. Grandma doesn't pull any punches at all. While we were married, she's like, I think you should grow a beard. I think you look super hot with a beard. Obviously, she was right. Not the joke. I grew the beard out, and she got me a big pair of aviator sunglasses. And I put those on, she said, those look so good on you. Try those on with your hat. Finally, I realized she didn't want to see my face. That was her version of putting me in doggy style. Here's what just happened. It's Saturday night, you guys are having some drinks, you're gonna go home. One of you's gonna go to turn the other over. I don't know which one, I don't judge your life. But at that point, that person's gonna look back and go, what, you wanna see my face? And then you're both gonna think of me. You're welcome. The reason I love doing that joke is every once in a while, like a random town in like Ohio, at like 2 o'clock in the morning, I'll get a friend request from that town, like, oh my God, I'm part of that relationship now. They will never not think of me. People always ask that stupid question. Was it a bad breakup? You guys know me for exactly 12 minutes. Do I seem capable of a good breakup? Like I just gave her a high five, a breakup cake, and left? I took a shit in a box of Christmas ornaments before I left. That's a true story. December 5th, 2016, I got a brand new email. Dear Cameron, you're a dick. Dear with 2 E's. We got some hundreds in here. All right, good. After we split up, my friends tried to cheer me up, like, dude, let's go to the bar, let's pick up some chicks. Like, all right, let's go pick up some chicks. Like, you gonna change your shirt? No. You guys can see me. They don't make a shirt that's gonna make me more fuckable. I'm a crime of opportunity, not premeditated. And what that means is that there's no girl in here going, yeah, I would take that home. But at 2 o'clock in the morning, when you don't have money for Uber, I get sexy as shit, okay? So, I don't like dating. I don't like dating for a few reasons. One of which is I'm always afraid when I go home with a girl for the first time, her pets are going to judge her more harsh than they should for bringing me home. Like she's going to have some shitty pug on the couch going, really, Amanda? That's what you're doing with your life? He smells like he's had Taco Bell twice today. That joke's not supposed to do that good. Shit. Another reason I don't like dating is you have to learn somebody's new sex stuff. It's getting kind of crazy. It's like, spank me, pull my hair, stick your finger in my butt, and then I have to hear what she's into. What if it's weird? I'm sorry, some of you guys are eating food. That's why I ruined your dinner. I'm sorry, that's a dessert joke. I should have told that later. I tried online dating. I do have one piece of advice if you're going to do online dating. Ask follow-up questions about their bio. What are they saying there? Like, I'm single with no kids. You have to be like, is that because you've never given birth or because the state took them? Those are different pickups. For sure. I have a 13-year-old daughter. She's starting to like get into dating, and I'm so glad that I dated when like I got into when I was 13 back in the day, because like now you're not allowed to ask people's genders. Like, you're just supposed to be like, your name's your name, don't ask the gender. Which I get, you can't go like to the bank and tell them like, hey, what you rocking down there? Well, like she's like dating, but you're not supposed to ask even like if you start dating, you're supposed to just fall in love with the person. Like that's insane to me. If I go to a restaurant, it says what kind of food is on, like served, like on this sign outside, right? Like, I don't want to go to a place called Rice and Shit, sit down and expect Mexican, and when I get my plate, it's a penis. Now granted, I've gotten to know the server, I feel like the server cares about me. I'm probably still gonna eat that, but, I'm 36. My friends keep telling me I need to have a baby. Like, dude, you have a baby. Babies make everything better. No, they don't. Here's the thing. I still like doing cocaine at 2 o'clock in the morning downtown Kansas City looking at the buildings thinking if I have it, takes me back there. A baby's not going to make that better. First of all, babies have a very low threshold for cocaine. Babies can handle almost no cocaine. So, started dating. People ask me a lot. They're like, "Do you think you'll ever get married again? Do you think you'll ever get married again?" No. Just in case you guys are wondering. No. Towards the end of our marriage, we tried to spice things up in the bedroom. She's like, "Hey, is there anything you do in the bedroom that I already do?" I was like, "Yeah, clean it." That's a joke. I'm not gonna waste my magic wish on cleaning. Get out of here. I was like, "Yeah, I want to try something doing porn." She's like, "All right, when you come home tonight, we'll try something doing porn." So I go to work and I come home and I walk in and she is fucking an electrician. Two things about that joke. One, his real name is Russell. Two, he's really an electrician. And I decided the more I do this and the bigger I get, the more famous I get, I'm going to give little clues as to who he really is. Until one day I'm very famous and I have a dedicated yet slightly unstable fan take that motherfucker out. It's called playing the long game. That's what I'm here for. I have a girlfriend. Surprise. My girlfriend, whenever our first date, she's divorced, I'm divorced, on our first date we sat down and we both agreed we're never getting married. But now we've been together for a long time, like there's always questions and pressure to get married. We finally decided that we're going to get married once we meet the right people. So I might actually get married again, but if I do, I promise you this, I'm doing all the electrical work. We're gonna live in a fire trap, and I'm not losing another fucking dog, all right? My girlfriend has 2 daughters. I didn't meet them right away, obviously, because she's a good mom. So a couple months into dating, I didn't mean to say it like that, but it's still accurate. It's accurate. A couple months into dating, she's like, "Hey, seems like it's going pretty good. Would you like to meet my daughters?" So now, like, I'm scrambling to find like a really cute, fun, creative way to tell her no. Before that, it was just like sex in hotels in my place. It was amazing. I will say this, I didn't know this. Young girls are the grossest people on the planet. Like, I don't know where the switch is from like wanting to be like proper and cute and just farts every day, all the time. The most gassy human beings ever. Women, do you grow out of this, or are you hiding your farts from people? Because like, Jesus Christ. I don't joke for that, it's just I'm fucking venting. It's a lot. Yeah, I need to talk to people. So obviously, being in a stepdad role, sometimes when I talk about being a stepdad, people get kind of weird about it because maybe you have somebody in your kid's life and you're either jealous that you're not getting to spend that time or whatever the case may be. What I will say is that if you have anybody in your kid's life that loves them, that wants to do good for them, wants to be there for them, you should be happy. Because they say that the sperm and the egg are the biological things that make a child, but blood, sweat, and tears are biological fluids, and if you're putting those into raising a kid, you're a parent too. That being said, it's nice that I can leave whenever I want. The other day, big one came in crying about some boy, and I was like, we gotta break up for a while. I can't. Like 2 hours. Like, you work this shit out. I gotta go. I do like being a dad. Whenever we first moved in together, all my friends who were dads, like, they all gave me the exact same advice. Like, dude, if you're gonna be a father figure, you got one job, man. Just keep him off the pole. And that's it. Like, I don't have to teach these fuckers to read and shit. I'm like, no, mom will do that. But just make sure that they don't end up on the pole. So I sat him down. I was like, girl, I love you. I'm here for whatever you need, no matter what. But I want you to know that you're not allowed to work for the electrical company. You're not allowed to work for the fire department. The other day, the little one was on the monkey bars, kicked her right off. Boom! No practicing moves over here. Not having it. That joke's dumb, I guess. I don't know where to go from there. It's hard to recover from kicking your child off. Anybody here ever have a one-night stand? Woo! Somebody's like, I'm having one right tonight. Surprise! Just so we're clear, I've never had a one-night stand in my entire life. I have had girls who wouldn't fuck me twice. So, you guys guessed that one too, all right. One time I went home from the girl, the next morning we wake up, she starts freaking out. And first of all, I know how I look. I immediately say, you agreed to have a video. I'm not going out like that. And she's like, no, I forgot my birth control. Do you have any plan B? Because obviously plan A was to come on her tits. I'm a gentleman, right? And I was like, no, I have plan C. She's like, what's plan C? I was like, I didn't give you my real name, and I just got up and ran out. That's a joke. I don't run. I do like being a dad. My youngest daughter, we were watching the hurricane coverage in New Orleans a while back, and she's like, how do you get that job? So the weatherman is just getting his ass whipped by weather for like 45 minutes. And I was like, well, I gotta go down to the news studio, and they spray you in the face with a power washer for about 45 minutes, and then they hit you in the side of the head with a stop sign, and if you survive, you got the job. So, a little bit later, she's outside watering the plants with her mom, and I see her with the hose, and this look kind of comes over, she goes, blasted herself right in the face. And I was like, fuck yeah, I'm not paying for college. Yeah, she's going to trade school. My oldest is just like me. She's very sarcastic. The other day I was giving her mom some shit, and I was like, a little bit of a chubby chaser, aren't you? And this kid whips around and she goes, she's not a chubby chaser. I've never seen you run. Without missing a beat, she goes, she's more like a chubby enthusiast. First of all, good word. Second of all, fuck you. All right? English shit. I'm a little tired of the whole debate about who can use what bathroom. Like, I don't care what bathroom you use. I genuinely don't like when people try to make cutesy little fucking names for it. I was at a restaurant the other day, and one of the bathrooms said, stand to pee, the other one said, sit to pee. Which one do I take a shit in, okay? Listen, I just ate a fucking whole bowl of venison chili and 3 Jaeger bombs. I don't need to solve a fucking riddle, okay? You don't make this easier, I'm gonna ruin date night for a lot of people, okay? So, I'm going into it. Oh. Anybody here ever have a pregnancy scare? Just me? Okay. Didn't know this was for ChristianMingle.com. Good for you guys, alright? Super happy. I hate when, like, I know people that I know for a fact none of their children were planned. They're like, this baby was planned. It's like, hating condoms and loving Jaeger bombs is not a plan. That's not how that works. For those of you who haven't had a pregnancy scare, I'm going to tell you what it feels like. Picture dropping a brand new cell phone and it lands screen down. That time before you pick it up, that's a pregnancy scare. We were just like, shit, I should have been more careful. I should have used one of those little rubber protective things. You gotta figure out you're gonna spend $600 to get it fixed. It might be $400, you might know a guy, I don't know. Last night I broke her record and she goes, it's $5.50 with inflation. Okay. Chicken fingers, I don't give a fuck, I told you that. Tell you about one, I'll tell you about one night stand, okay. I went out from the bar with the girl, the next morning we wake up, we're getting dressed, and finally I realized she doesn't remember my name. I'm like, do you not know my name? She's like, no, I'm really sorry, like last night was crazy. It's like, do you know how dangerous that is? Like, what would you do if I robbed you right now? And she was like, I tell the cops you're about this tall and chubby, and you cry when you come. Which is hurtful. Alright, it's accurate, but it's hurtful. But if you think about it, it would make the investigation hilarious. Could you imagine like the detective just walking out there going, it's not him. It's not him. I did it twice just to make sure. It's not him. Guys, that's my time. I'm getting out of here. Kameron Johnson. You know what the problem is.